So I hear you want to put a two-step in my truck, you freaking right. So today, guys, we're going to be doing a fake two-step on my lowered sport track. You guys know I just finished filming Thursday's video, and I thought it'd be funny to go through the process of how to do a fake two-step. A fake two-step. I should do that with air quotes. Currently, the truck has a tune from Brent Speed from Indiana, 93 octane tune. And the modifications I have on the tune, the shift pressure is raised to 25%. The rev limiter is currently set at 2,500 to attempt the fake two-step. I've already found out it doesn't really work that well. I'm probably going to raise it up to 35 just to kind of experiment with it. $3,000 is not that great either. It's faster than what I've noticed at 25, but it's not like two-step fast. The lowest I can go on my tuner is 2,500. So we're going to try 35, and if that doesn't work, I can only go up to 4. So unfortunately, that'll be where I stop. But the way to do it is very simple. I'm going to go through it a bit more when I get inside the truck and show you guys a little bit, but just kind of a walk around the truck, what all it has. For those that are new to the sport track community or have a sport track and are seeing this and want to try this out for yourself, the truck does have a axle back, basically an axle back. It's got a muffler and then the tip. It's a Flowmaster 40 out back. Has all 4 catalytic converters. Has the stock tiny like freaking bendy straw headers on it. It has an intake and of course the tune from Brent Speed. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk through the process of everything from start to finish. I'm going to go get the tripod and we're going to do some experimenting with all of the various sounds. So I'm going to go grab that tripod. I'll show you guys 2,500 RPM and then we'll jump up to 35 and call it from there. Alright guys, so this is 2,500 RPM from a standing idle. The truck is warmed up at about 184 degrees Fahrenheit on the coolant temp. And we're going to see how this sounds quickly. I'm going to do like one little pop because I'm not trying to disturb everyone during their afternoon commute. So I'm just going to quickly pop it up to 25, get it to do it a couple of times, see what happens. We're going to jump to 35. We're going to go through the process of that on the tuner as well after this clip. So let's see how it goes. So that really didn't sound too bad. It's not what we're looking for though, that two-step kind of sound. But you gotta listen to the idle though. It's so good sounding for a V6. Okay, we've had enough of that. Let's go ahead and shut her off. Now I'm gonna go through the process of how to do that and set up this two-step on these trucks. Again, this is with that Brent Speed tune, so it's not gonna be the exact same method for each vehicle. This primarily is gonna work with these trucks. So let's go ahead and get set up and we'll go through the process. So we're now inside the truck, and the first thing you got to do is you got to hook up your tuner. Now, I typically unplug mine after each use. Typically, if I'm going to be gone for upwards of 4.5 hours or so. I typically don't do this at school, mainly because I hate having to unplug it all the time. So now he'll be on this screen. Apologize for the glare. I'm going to close my door as well. Best thing to do is to do this with your doors closed and your windows up, and don't change anything throughout that time, because you could lock out your ECU doing this if you don't do it the right way, and keep any sort of electrical changes from happening. No voltage drops. So the first thing you want to do is go to program vehicle, go through this whole street use notice, blah blah blah, California. Turn the key on to run. I don't have my seatbelt on, so it's going to ding like 8 times before anything happens. Okay, now hit the continue button. Okay, so as you guys can tell, I've got some tunes on here. We're using the Brent 93 Rev 2. It's going to load in the old options that I had from my preset. So we've got the axle ratio, the stock value, everything in stock value, speed limiter off for obvious reasons. Drive rev limiter I've set to $6,000 because 4.0s I've read can only handle it to 6250, and I don't want any sort of issues happening where somehow it bypasses the rev limiter that the truck comes with. And I want to have an extra little basis to set up for $6,000 just in case. Now the rev limiter in neutral is as low as it goes at 25. The maximum is 4,100, which is typically where I keep the truck. So we're going to go to about 3,500 here on this setup. We're going to try it out and see what happens. it sounds any different, that'd be great. Shift pressures are remaining the same. Approve, continue. It's gonna do all this crap and check through everything. Then you turn the key off and then turn the key back on, and it's gonna set up everything and go through the process of tuning the vehicle. So I'll catch up to you guys when this is done, because this always takes a minute. And then we'll go out and test it, let it run for a few minutes to get everything circulated back through it, and then we'll pop it again and see what happens. And then we'll see if we can replicate a two-step with this. We'll let it get a little bit back warmed up. It's still at 184, but we're just gonna let it just get everything going again because it was off. And we're gonna pop it one or two times, see if the 3500 makes any sort of difference, and then we'll wrap it and see if we can, like I said earlier, replicate a two-step kind of sound. All right, so this is from 3,500 RPM, and I'm gonna do this quickly because, like I said, I don't want to disturb everyone here. I've already had the cops called on me before, so I'm not trying to do anything stupid. I'm not gonna like lay on the gas for like 20 seconds or anything like that. I'm gonna do it one or two times, see how it bounces off, and see if we get that two-step kind of sound at 3,500. Let's go. That sounded promising. Let's see how that sounded on camera. So that's about as close as you're gonna get to a two-step kind of sound out of this thing. And it sounded pretty cool. I liked it. I liked that. I think I'm probably gonna keep it at 35 because that actually, like I said, sounded pretty darn close to a two-step. It didn't have as fast as a bounce off, but it was pretty darn close. And noticing, appears to me, someone has thrown something in my driveway and appeared to possibly have attempted to pop a tire, or maybe it was just an accident. Probably was an accident. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on my tires now so they don't appear to deflate or anything. So that's always fun. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this funny little video and how you could try to replicate a two-step kind of sound with an SCT X4. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, this is just a fun video. I know this is not a real two-step by any means. When I start doing drag in this truck, I might finally get an actual MSD two-step box, but I think for now I'm fine with just this little this like funny little SCT X4 kind of deal. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll wrap it up here. Be sure to go follow me on Instagram for more on this thing. I'll have a lot more pictures coming up there. I also got featured on Initiate Styles blog recently, so if you want to go check that out, initiatestyle.com, go check out the blog section. You'll find some little stuff about me. You'll see the truck was featured on there as well, so be sure to go check that out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys next time.